Hello everyone, welcome to CANrace. I'm your host Bryce Turner. Coming up, CANrace Q&A with Noel Dowler, JF Dumoulin, Jason Hathaway, and Gary Klutt. Behind the scenes with race director Trevor Hambly. Also, a look at the standings and schedule, but first a news update. The last 3 races have been record-breaking ones for the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. At Sunset Speedway on June 20th, Alex Tagliani won the race by a margin of 1 full lap over second-place Jason Hathaway. At Circuit iCar on July 5th, all 30 laps were run caution-free. And this past weekend, July 11th at Edmonton, Scott Steckley led all 300 laps en route to victory. All 3 of these are records: first time that the entire field was lapped at the checkered flag, first time an entire race was run caution-free, and first time a driver led all the laps in an oval race. There is also the possibility of another record tomorrow night at Auto Clearing. In 2011, there were 5 different winners in the first 5 races. That same thing has happened this year, and if there's another different winner on Wednesday, that will be a record 6 different winners in the first 6 races. Stay tuned to look at the standings and schedule next on CANrace. NASCAR 5 provides the latest news. It's time now for a news update. Schedules. The Xfinity Series is up first this weekend. Standings. Kevin Harvick continues to lead in the standings, and more, all within 5 minutes, covering the Sprint Cup, Xfinity, and Camping World Truck Series. Every week, all season long. It's NASCAR 5 on my YouTube channel. Jason Hathaway continues to lead in the standings, but by a mere 1 point over Scott Steckley. Gary Klutt, LP Dumoulin, and DJ Kennington round out the top 5, which is separated by only 15 points. The Velocity Prairie Thunder 250 from Auto Clearing Motor Speedway in Saskatchewan will take place tomorrow. The race will begin at 9:30 p.m. with qualifying set for 7:15. TSN will air the race on Saturday, July 25th at 12:30 p.m., all times Eastern. Where are you from? What is your favorite thing about your hometown?
I'm from Sherwood Park, Alberta, and I like Alberta just because there's always something to do. There's karting around there, there's stock cars, I just like where I'm from.
I'm from Trois-Rivières, Quebec, and I guess it's the Grand Prix of Trois-Rivières, my favorite thing.
I grew up down in the St. Thomas area, southwestern Ontario. I live in Uxbridge, north of Toronto. So I've kind of been in two scales there. I've been in the country living, and now I'm in the city. So, but probably southwestern Ontario, where I grew up, St. Thomas, London area. All of my buddies are back there, and a lot of family members. So I try to get back there as much as I can and see everybody.
I'm from Georgetown, Milton area. My favorite thing is that it's a small town, farming, and I can go hunting out behind my house.
My name's Trevor Hambly. I'm from Rockwood, Ontario. My position with the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series is the race director. So basically my job is everything that happens on the track is my responsibility. So that's starting right from the morning, dealing with our safety crews, our fire crews, cleanup, our wreckers, and then I'll meet with all the drivers, meet with all the rookies and the spotters. Basically, everything happens on the track becomes my responsibility. My job is to help communicate messages from race control down to those people. I also relay messages from race control through to the drivers via their spotters. Again, everything basically happens on the track. I got to make sure everything's done in a controlled environment, and most important for NASCAR is a safe type of way. Make sure that nobody's in harm and that we put a good show on for the fans.
What is your favorite part of your job?
You know, it's just the people. Just the whole, right from the teams, from our sponsors, and from our own team, the NASCAR officials. We get along, we spend a lot of time together, we travel long hours. And again, it's just good to get out and meet those people. And it's just the whole family environment that you get with this racing series.
What is the toughest part of your job?
The toughest part is when sometimes we got to make decisions that are not going to be in some drivers' favor, but again, we try to make things as fair as possible, make sure it's a fair playing field, And so every now and then we got to step on some toes, and unfortunately that comes with the job. But, you know, at the end of the day, and I think once tempers have calmed down and people have stepped away and looked back, most part, they come back and say, hey, no, you did the right thing. And then we go on to the next race.
Thanks for watching the CANrace Auto Clearing pre-coverage. Check back tomorrow into Thursday, July 15th and the 16th for post-coverage here on CANrace. And as always, check with @NASCAR5 on Twitter for the latest updates. You can also use #CANrace.